All right, yeah, we're going to need about, say, 2 hours or so from now for that fog deck to start to lift and the low clouds to begin to break up across the region. But the fog is locally dense along the immediate south coast, so we will be seeing improving visibility, but it may take a little bit longer into the morning hours for that to happen, although it's already starting to improve a little bit. Westerly and Newport have now gone up to a half-mile visibility from a quarter mile just 30 minutes ago. And Falmouth now from zero visibility up to a quarter mile. So it is starting to thin out now and dissipate as we go through the course of the morning hours with the rising sun, and that's warming things up. And of course, we're seeing improvement across the interior sections as well, with the cloud decks starting to break in some spots. But the predominant wind direction is going to be out of the south-southwest for today. So that is going to start importing slightly more humid air over the next couple of days. So while we're still in the clouds, our temperatures are fairly uniform in the low 50s at this hour. And as we look off to the west, where there is the more in the way of absence of clouds, it's in the 60s at this time. And the dew points are a little bit on the muggy side, also getting into the lower 60s. So this is what's going to happen. These higher dew points will start climbing into the upper 50s here in Rhode Island this afternoon, and then we'll get some low 60s for tomorrow and Thursday. So a little taste of summer coming our way. And that's thanks to high pressure that is now situated from Atlantic City to Newfoundland. And basically it's pumping in the southwesterly winds. So we'll see a mixture of sun and clouds this afternoon. And then as we go on into tomorrow, a little more in the way of sunshine, but also a little more in the way of mugginess coming in. On Thursday, a cold front will be cutting across New England, so it's going to trigger a round of showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon, but they'll lose their punch as they hit the coastline. I'll show you that in just a second. And then we get into Friday and Saturday. Heading into the start of the weekend, things will be less humid, and we'll start cooling back just a little bit. All right, here's a close-up view as to how things are going to play out in the next couple of days. So through the morning, the low clouds and the fog break up, giving us some sunshine, and away from the coastline, our temperatures 78 to 83 degrees across the northern part of the state, but it'll be right around 60 along the south coast because of that wind off the water. More clouds around again tonight with some areas of fog, low clouds that is. Temperatures mid and upper 50s, and then tomorrow, because we have a higher starting point for temperatures, much of the region is going into the low, if not mid 80s, but again, the coastline closer to 60 degrees. In fact, it could be as much as a 30-degree temperature spread from Block Island to Smithfield tomorrow. All right, here comes Thursday, and look what's going to be setting up. We'll see some clouds again in the morning, but as we get into the afternoon, here comes that line of showers and thunderstorms around 2, 3 o'clock. But look at the temperatures out ahead of it. Again, that marine influence, the cooler air is going to take the punch right out of these storms as they roll across Rhode Island Thursday afternoon between 3 and 5 o'clock. So we'll keep an eye out for that. And like I said, that does set us up for cooler temperatures heading into the weekend with drier conditions for Saturday. Sunday, more clouds, and even more clouds on Monday. Maybe a shower around. We'll fine-tune that as we get closer to it. That's your latest forecast. Kara.